Welcome to the Lee Weekly Spotlight. I'm your host, Carmen Lastoria. It's been a busy start to the 2015-16 season for the Flames and the Lady Flames as they officially opened up the NCAA Division II era on September 4th with a men's soccer victory over Emmanuel. The Flames followed that performance up with a 4-0 blanking of Trevecca to win the Lee Olive Garden Invitational. We had a chance to speak with head coach Paul Fury and senior goalkeeper Tom Hassall after the match. It started out much the same way as yesterday's match did, with the early goal and then Trevecca playing a man down after the penalty with the handball outside the box. But you guys looked in sync from the very beginning and were really able to take advantage of that and make the most of those opportunities, winning 4-0.
Yeah, about the only thing I thought that was similar from last night was that we scored the early goal. But after that, we really got back to the way we feel like we want to play. We call it Lee Soccer, and we did a great job tonight, really rebounding. I think last night, as I think back at all the great festivities and all those things, it was just a little bit too much for some of our guys, and it took a little bit out of our rhythm of play. Tonight we were back into a good flow and just played really well. Having a man sent off certainly helped us, but I'll tell you, one big thing was after we got that goal and we went up 1-0, they came down, they had a couple of good chances, and that's when Tom came up very big, making 2 huge saves. He had 3 big saves in the game, and that really it denied them from getting back into the match, and from there on we took care of things.
Tom, you were selected as the tournament MVP, and rightfully so. 2 great performances, back-to-back shutouts. Talk a little bit about tonight's game. Once again, you guys were able to get the early goal and then really shut them down the rest of the match.
Yeah, as I said, it's a great team performance. We didn't feel that we played the best as we could last night. So for us to come out 24 hours later and play the way we did, we came out the blocks right away. DP and Quaid up front were absolutely phenomenal. And throughout the whole team, really from the front all the way to the back, it was a solid performance, and it's great to be a part of. And I'm sad it's my last tournament here at Lee. So.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that. Obviously, your junior year cut a little bit short because of the injury. How motivated are you to make this senior year your best year, the first official year of NCAA Division II membership? What are your thoughts and inspirations for this year?
That question's been asked to me a lot of times, and it's been an emotional road, and to come back and coach and the rest of my teammates and Ryan and Kwame, they've all believed in me and they've always pushed me to do the absolute best. And this year I just want to go out with a bang, and I had a meeting with Coach of the Week and he quoted that he wants it to be my finest hour, and I couldn't agree with him more. And I just want to do Coach proud, because he's really believed in me from day one, and I've never had a coach that's believed in me as much as Coach does. So I want to repay that by giving my absolute best for him, and also giving everything to God as well for bringing me back here safe and sound. I give all the glory to him, and I'm very, very thankful.
Well, I would say you're doing that, Tom. 2 great performances out of the gate, 2 shutouts, leading the Lee Flames to the Lee Olive Garden Invitational Championship. Moving to the Lee volleyball team, they opened up play with their annual Lee Invitational, hosting Campbellsville, Emmanuel, Barton College, and Bryan College over the weekend at Paul Dana Walker Arena. After dropping the first match to Campbellsville, the Lady Flames rallied for 3 straight victories to close out the 2-day event at 3-1. Coach Hudson's club bounced right back onto the sport court on Tuesday, hosting Trevecca in a non-conference match. The Lady Flames made quick work of the Trojans, winning in straight sets 25-20, 27-25, and 25-21. We had a chance to catch up with Coach Hudson after the match. Coach, your 4th win in a row. Really seems like your team is starting to hit their stride at the right time with Gulf South Conference competition coming up this Friday.
Right, and I know I'm kind of glad that we still had this one more match to play against a non-conference opponent. We're still working out some kinks, but I believe we're starting to get a rhythm. Tonight, I don't know if it was just a midweek kind of thing. We were kind of sluggish starting out, but we hung in there, and I'm really proud of the girls.
Well, another double-digit kill game for Sylvia Sartori, the redshirt freshman, highly recruited last year and then went down in preseason with a injury that we lost her for the entire year. Getting her back tonight, looks like she's really trying to, seems to be finding her rhythm with another double-digit kill performance.
Yes, and Sylvia, obviously, she plays on the back row too, so a lot of times when her back row play isn't like she wants it, it kind of gets in her head, but she is definitely coming along. She's a workhorse, and she works hard in practice, and she brings that to the game. So, with an outside hitter like that, that's going to get a lot of balls, that's just typical. We'll know that she'll ride the wave a little bit this year, but we're really proud of where she is right now.
Now, we know you like to use some different combinations with your setters, but tonight it was primarily Sadie Johnson, 25 big assists. She seemed to play a very good game and good match to really get you guys into the offense.
Right, and we've been starting with Sadie on the court. We have 3 setters right now that are almost interchangeable, and it's kind of nice for us because sometimes one setter just can't find their rhythm, and these 3 girls really just like each other. They support each other, so if one's not quite there, we'll throw the other one in. And tonight, Haley, I thought, stepped up and did a good job as well.
Well, I know you're already thinking ahead. Friday night, we open Gulf South Conference play at Alabama Huntsville, currently 9-0, and then a tough test at North Alabama on Saturday. What are your thoughts going into this first weekend of conference play?
Well, UAH is really a tough team to play on the road. I don't mind saying that up front because they have turned into an opponent that is really tough on the road, and most of these girls that are on the court though have not played UAH, so it's kind of nice because they're not going to have any familiarity with being there. So all we really want to do is to take care of our side of the court, and I think if we can continue to do that. Reduce our mistakes. I believe that we'll do well against a lot of these teams.
Well, a good performance for the Lady Flames. Once again, they win their 4th straight game with a 3-0 decision over Trevecca tonight. We now move to women's soccer, and the women's soccer team started the season with a very difficult assignment, squaring off with 2 top 5 clubs in Rollins College and Columbus State. The Lady Flames fell to Rollins 2-0 and to Columbus State 5-2. Lee would open up the home portion of the schedule with the annual Kicking It for Kids with Cancer benefit match against Newberry. After a lengthy lightning delay, the 2 clubs battled to a 1-1 tie in double overtime. Coach Hennessy's club would crack the win column on Sunday as they shut out Lincoln Memorial 3-0 to earn the first-year coach his first ever head coaching victory. We spoke with the Lady Flames leader after Sunday's victory. Coach, first of all, congratulations on your first coaching victory as head coach. Got to feel good. Your team played really well today.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to take a lot of pressure off the team. I know we've been there and we've competed with every team, and Friday was very frustrating. And I think we came out in the second half ready to go, ready to get the job done, and hopefully this will now give us the boost we need to kick on and move forward.
Well, you talked about that loss Friday. Obviously, played better, should have probably deserved a better result than you were able to get with the tie, but you guys responded really well. What were some of the keys to getting your girls ready to play today after a long night with the delay and everything that happened Friday?
I think the big thing for us is LMU didn't play over the weekend, so we were trying to manage the game the best we could in terms of saving legs for today. And the first half was really tough because you could see we'd played. We were a little slow, a little sloppy in possession. But we knew we creating chances. We worked a lot yesterday on making that extra pass, breaking them down, being a little bit more patient in the final third, not just shooting from crazy angles or taking shots that really have very little hope of going in. So we worked yesterday, we talked about that, and we said, it's okay to make the extra pass. Something will come off, we'll make something happen. And today, our first goal was a result of that extra pass, playing into the centre forward and playing off her. So it was good.
The ball movement was great on the offensive end, and then the defensive side of things. Haley played really well, and the defense really limited the opportunities Lincoln Memorial had.
They did. They had a great game, and again, that was our priority when we came back from the first weekend, was to really make sure we were doing a better job defensively in terms of shape and when to step, and they've done a great job across there. And obviously having Megan back this weekend has been huge for the team and huge for us at the back, and I think it's going to be real solid when she gets herself fit next to Laura.
Well, congratulations, Coach. Great victory. First career coaching victory. Congratulations.
It feels good. Thank you very much. Appreciate
All right, that was Chris Hennessy after his Lady Flames with a decisive 3-0 victory over Lincoln Memorial today. We now move to the cross-country teams, and they're off to a fast start in every sense of the word. The Lee men opened with a victory in the Swanee Invitational. The Flames followed that up with an impressive first-place finish at the Furman Cross Country Classic. Seth Eagleson crossed the finish line first at Swanee. Harold Smith was second, and Brandon Raleigh was third. Harold Smith led the way for the Flames at Furman with a top time among non-D1 runners. Smith crossed the finish line with a time of 24 minutes and 58 seconds. That's the 10th fastest time among all runners. Seth Eagleson finished fourth in the Furman Classic. The Lady Flames placed first at Swanee and third at Furman. Jessica Childers was the top finisher for the Lady Flames and surpassed the Lee school record by 32 seconds at Furman. Childers placed second to Katie Nelson of Montevallo. The men's and women's golf teams opened up play earlier this week. The Flames placed third at the Montevallo Invitational. It was Peyton Sliger, coming off a win at the Tennessee State Am this past summer, who finished fourth after a pair of subpar rounds of 68 and 70 to pace the Flames. The women's golf team placed sixth in a loaded field at the Ross Resorts Invitational that was staged at the challenging Mid-Pines Inn and Golf Resort. Sam Burris paced the Lady Flames scoring. The sophomore started slow with an 84, but countered back with a 75 and finished with a 76 on Tuesday for the 235 final and a tie for 13th. To stay up to date with all things Lee Athletics, make sure to check us out at goleaflames.com and follow us on social media. You can find us on Facebook at Lee University Flames, Twitter, Periscope, and Instagram at Lee U Flames. Also, fans, don't forget to download the Lee Flames Hotspot app. You simply download the app, check in on your phone to Lee Home events, and earn points towards great prizes. It's a win-win situation. Cheer on the Flames and Lady Flames and win great prizes and experiences in the process. Until next week, this has been the Lee Weekly Spotlight. I'm Carmen Lastoria. Have a great week, and go Flames.